All right. Are we all set? Okay. So, morning, everyone. How often have you found yourself, walking along the road and suddenly finding a coin on the ground or a feather, or seeing numbers like 111 or 222? Have you sometimes been desperately in need of help and out of the blue, someone has appeared to help you out? Well, all of these and in many other ways, angels reach out to us. The real question, however, is always, do you know how to reach out to them? Do you know how to recognize them? How to ask them to help you? Not just wait for, chance that my guardian angel is going to appear, but to actually call upon them to make things happen for you. Well, we're going to be exploring this over the next hour or so. You're also going to be experiencing their healing powers. Our exceptional guide in this realm is Dr. Geetanjali Saxena. Doc has been a healer and trainer for over 2 decades now, and she's learned directly from some of the world's most famous and pioneering healers, including Diana Cooper on the Angels program, Dr. Brian Weiss, who's a pioneer in past life regression. She's learned theta from Vienna Sitbal. She practices and teaches astronumerology, Akashic records, and many other complex healing modalities. Dr. Geetanjali Saxena, welcome to the Mystic Lotus Masterclass.
Hi, Vachira, how are you?
I'm good. I'm looking forward to exploring how beautiful, gentle, and how powerful angels are. I'm looking forward to hearing more about this from you.
Okay, sure. 100%. I'm very, very excited and happy because when it comes to angels, there's something very magical and very divine about the whole thing. And the profound shifts one can feel in their life after connecting to the angelic realm, is like almost out of the world. So magical.
That's true. And I just want to tell everybody, some of you have been through in this last 1 week beautiful program with Doc. So at any point of the call, if you have questions, really, because we're going to be covering some of those things deeper today. So if you have questions regarding that, just go ahead, post on Telegram. I'll raise them for you. Yeah. So Doc, let's start with all those who are new to angels today on the call. Tell us a little bit about who are the angels and in what ways, has connecting with angels changed your life?
Okay. So basically, the first time I heard about angels was in the year 2007 and 8.
Okay.
And I remember going to one of my gurus, and in her office, I saw these divine Doreen Virtues angelic cards, and I felt that, there's something very different. So even though I was practicing tarot and, astrology from the last, from 2003, 4 onwards, but, I never had seen angel cards. So I was very intrigued with them. And then I slowly realized their connections. And yes, so my initial point of contact with the angels was at my guru's place, and she gave me a lot of insights about how can angels help us, how can angels guide us, how do we know about angels. So it was like a big, wonderful world which kind of just opened up for me, and I was like, okay, amazed, happy that there is something very different. There's something very, very profound about these magical divine creatures whom we're not able to see, whom we're not able to, see with our naked eyes because their frequency does not match our frequency. So you have to psychically imagine, visualize, feel them. So, but it was, so she would tell me the different ways. Believe me, that time I did not read a single book of angels and all that. So she would tell me, how do you feel that angels are around you? How do you feel the presence of angels? And anything would go wrong, I would, at that point of time, just connect to the angels immediately and say, do you help me? You do this for me. Why is this not happening? Those small things that you just wish for. And there would be a shift in the energy. Sometimes immediately, sometimes it would take some time for the energy shift for bigger things, but I have seen that shift. And then when I went to South Africa, that time I did a small course with one of the teachers there, and she connected me to angels. I purchased a lot of angelic books and angel figures from South Africa, and I felt a shift or a connect more profoundly with the angels, because see, at that time, there were no such books like available, which is so available today. You really needed to go to some place where there is it today. So everywhere, you are in that group and you get it. But
That's
there
true.
it was a bit difficult. But so, a lot of things. Then Doreen Virtue. Then I went to Diana Cooper. So it has been an amazing, amazing journey.
Fantastic. It sounds really lovely, Doc. Doc, one of the most common questions that we get from everybody is, how do we know that they're around us? How
Okay.
do we how do we validate their presence?
Okay. So the thing is that you always have this questioning mind, this mind which says that okay, are they really around us? So if even if and Doreen says, even if anybody says, how do we know it is true? How do we know they are there? That what you ask, the questioning mind is always there.
Yeah.
Many and but how do you know is like when you see those shifts in your life, when you connect to them, call upon them. So there are many things, like I remember at that time the lady was going through a lot of problems, and she said, Gitanjali, it was such a huge problem for me. I'm so unhappy. She had a lot of financial issue at that time. But she used to always connect to the angels, and she said, I'm seeing a feather. In that time, when there is the whole room is closed, but somewhere some feather, small feather, came to her and said that I'm there. And the next day, she received some money from a client, which was not coming in for her. So that is the where I have seen that yes, angels do exist, and the signs that we say that you can see small feathers, you can see small coins on the floor, and you will, like even when sometimes I'm walking at about 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the night, I usually walk at that time. So I feel a lot of peace. I can't get up in the morning so early. So I sometimes when I'm thinking something, I see a feather and I see, okay, an angel is near me, and the angel is guiding me and telling me, yes, this will be fulfilled. You will get your answer. And it is very profound. That is one of the ways. Then there are numbers, but see, I can give you hundreds of numbers, but there will be some numbers you connect to.
Yeah, true.
So even yesterday night when we were driving, I saw my friend saw number 666. She said, Gitanjali, angels. I said, that 666 is a connection for you. I don't get connected to 666. I get connected to a different number. This is what I explained to her. But she was also thinking something. So the angels answered her. Do you understand? We were in the same car, but the message was for her, whatever she was thinking, and the connection happened. So that's what I'm
Yeah.
trying to say. There's a different connection with different people. So people should not feel that, okay, so she gets connected like this. You will get connected in a different manner.
Okay, I get that. Doc, there is a message to, I think, both of us to speak
Oh, yeah.
slower.
To what?
To speak a little more slowly. I think both of
Oh,
us
okay.
are running through our
Both of us are talking with
words.
each other.
All right. So Indrajit has this question about which realms are angels in, and where do we stand in, I think, in relation to that. And of course, Sangamitra is asking about how do we decipher their messages. Sangamitra, we're going to come to your question, in fact, in a little bit. First, let's understand from Doc, step back a little bit and understand, how do we connect with angels? How do you invoke them?
Okay, so see, invoking the angels is not such a big task which people think.
Mhm.
You just need to give that intention. If I'm sitting here and I close my eyes and I say, Archangel Gabriel, Please be here. The angel will come in. It's your intention. And it is not that if I'm calling Archangel Gabriel, then other person is calling Archangel Gabriel. So Archangel Gabriel cannot be there at two places. It can be there at million of places, because it is just an essence of energy. Okay, so it's not as if one person is sitting next to you. It's an essence, and the essence is there everywhere. And they are not bound by this, time dimensions or this distance locality, multifocal. They can be there everywhere. So if there are, 159 people today in this group, and definitely one angel can be there with everyone at this time, in their premise, in their house. So it's not as if, the invocation is such a big thing. You just think. You should be having the right intention. What is more important? It's more important to have that faith. It's more important to feel that connect. That bolte na dil se connect.
Yeah.
That is important. Mind has to be out of it completely. That's what the first thing I said today. Mind needs to be out. It has to be a connection from the heart to heart connection, a heart to heart belief that your issues will be resolved. When you call an angel, the angel will respond, the archangel will respond, and will be there. And the second way, of course, you can, over a period of time, build an altar for yourself. I have the small altar for angels out here. There are a lot of angels out here, and you can build up an altar, and you can definitely, connect there, pray there, or just look there. There are so many things. It's like whatever you want to do. You can keep small angels with you in your purse. There are many things that can be done.
So, Doc, I'm going to ask a really, I'm jumping a little ahead and asking you this question. What is the difference? Why do I need to go through like an angel course then, if it's enough to just pray? Okay, so I'll tell you why you need to go. Because when I went and I studied those books, I got the books home and I studied. But that teacher over there, the first teacher in South Africa, Lynn, her name was, so she just helped me to, it was through her. So I was connecting to angels before that, right? In 2007-8, my guru told me how to connect to the angels, and I was connecting. But when the teacher herself, made that connection, did those meditations. So those meditations were not done for me, right? My guru did not do that for me. So that meditations, which were done, in which we invoked all the 4 archangels. At that time, we were invoking 4 archangels, and I could feel the presence of those angels around me, and that stream of connection. That was a divine and a very surreal experience, which I don't think any book or anything could, even my talk can't give, because it is, you need to experience it, right? So, of course, like in that workshop, I tell, you can invoke the angels, but, in this workshop, we will be doing things, we'll be doing a meditation in which we'll make you connect to these 7 archangels. So that also is a huge thing. And then they are connected forever. And they're connected. And so you don't have a doubt. Do you understand? It's like you have that free pass to enter. Now that questioning mind is still there. But that time you have this free pass. Okay, so I have been connected and I have done the course and I have been with the energy of the angels so much. So 100% I will feel this energy. So it's a different experience that you only have to. And I remember when I went to Doreen's class, there were so many meditations, and every time there was a new angel they would connect us to. So in more angel workshops I have seen all over the world, they are experiential workshops mostly. You need to connect. You need to connect to those angels, because then later on you just think about them and resolve your issues. Yeah, true. So I just want to explain to everyone quickly. There are many of you who've been through the short WhatsApp program with Doc this past week. And today we're going to be talking about Doc's full program on angels as well, which has practitioner levels, which has trainer levels. It has another surprise aspect, which I'm still not going to reveal till a little later in the call. But that's what we're essentially talking about as well today. Yeah, I have a whole bunch of questions, Doc, which have come in, and we'll just take on some of those, and then we'll continue with our conversation as well. So Bhavna is asking, how do you know which angel to call for in a particular situation?
So we will be teaching all that in the
Yeah.
course. That's
Yeah.
what Bhavna, that's why. And when it comes from, stalwarts like Diana Cooper and Doreen, we believe in those messages, because they have been working with those in those realms from a very, very long time. So, they give a particular angel, they give a particular archangel, and what they've studied, what they've experienced is what they give us in their notes and, their teachings. So this will be taught in the class, that, for which angel. So I've seen many questions, which angel is for this, what is the crystal for this, all that will be covering up.
So, Doc, even Indrajit is asking, how do we know which angels to call upon given a certain situation? So there are angels
Many
who have
angels.
certain powers, right? Could you give us an example of one?
Yeah. So the most common and the most famous is, I think, so everybody knows, Archangel. Yes, Aradhya, Michael. There's a small child out here. So Archangel Michael. This is a small child is there, Aradhya. And Archangel Michael is this angel who is there for your angel, guardian angel, for protection. So whenever we are into a problem, whenever we feel that we are not comfortable, we're not feeling safe. See, for example, many a times, you don't feel safe, suppose even in your house. I remember one lady had come to me and she said, Geetanjali, even if it is in the afternoon, I somewhere feel, it's a very funny situation where I feel that somebody will come and just choke me. Oh. She was not feeling safe, and she's a rational woman. So I know she's not imagining things. See, please understand, you can make a difference between somebody who's imagining and somebody who's rational otherwise. So I said, okay. So what I did was I gave her an archangel. I gave her Archangel Michael, and I gave her an amethyst, Archangel Michael. And I said, I'm going to, what do you call, connect, or, I don't remember the word, for you specifically, that he will be there to guard you.
Oh, okay.
And she was very, very happy, and she never felt that same. So I explained to her that he's the angel, archangel for protection. Anytime you feel difficulty, that you are not feeling safe, even if you are moving around in the, 1 minute, just let me, even if you're moving around in the night, and you're not feeling safe, or you're feeling suddenly that, you are, somebody is like following you, or whatever, small girls are there, and you feel so afraid sending them to their picnics, or, your boys are there. And I remember, my son was about 8-10 years at that point of time in my life. And if he would ever go somewhere, I would, put in, like, once he had just fallen, and I was very far from him. So I just sent Archangel Michael, Raphael, and Metatron that, you please take care of the child, because the child was somewhere in Ooty. I was not there. So, this is how you work. At that point of time, you are helpless. You don't know. So I said, you please protect him. I'm not there. And what happens is, you then, through those angels, their presence and their help, you start getting the resources to get that required help. You reach the right person, you reach the right hospital, or whatever it is at that point of time, but it really helps. So you don't feel helpless, you feel empowered, that somebody is there. So Archangel Michael is there for so many things. He's there for fixing any kind of mechanical equipments. You have your laptop not working. I remember one time, I just need to say this. I had gone for a shoot, and it was the year 2009. I had gone for a shoot, and I had a laptop, and my laptop fell. And I said, now if it falls, and I was doing an astrology class that time, astrology and tarot class, there was something, okay, anyway. So I said that, please, Archangel Michael helped me put this laptop right. It had gone blank. So when I put it back, it had gone blank. So I was so worried that I will not be able to now see my astrology charts because the questions were being asked and we were supposed to answer the questions, and I just switched it on. I prayed to Archangel Michael, and believe me, the whole day there. It happened at about 11 o'clock in the morning. I was there till about 9 o'clock in the evening. The shoots normally happen for a very long time. And it didn't conk off.
Fantastic.
Now listen to me. This is very important. The next day, now I forgot about it. The next day I'm sitting in my office and I start opening my laptop and it didn't work. And I had to send it. That is what I'm saying. So, like it's getting goosebumps when I remember this case for myself. But the whole day, so, there was some magic.
He was clearly there protecting you the whole day.
The next day it didn't work. I had to send it to a repair shop. But that day I could go through the whole day. And the moment it got conked off, it was a sudden realization. I said, oh yeah. It was an oh my God moment, but it happened. So that was fantastic. Yes. So Archangel Michael, I connected at that point of time because he works on the mechanical things and all that. So that way.
Great. Dr. Neelam is asking, do we need attunements? And this question comes up very often in our...
Yeah, we will be. See, it is better, as I told you, rather than reading it up and all that, it's better when a guru connects to you or a teacher connects to you. I remember, when I was doing tarot, first I learned tarot in 1998. I'm digressing. But I had this book and I was reading from there. Believe me, I didn't understand anything even though I had the book. So when I started learning from a teacher, from a guru, then that is a time when I found that, yes, I could get more answers. I could get more clarity. See, there is somebody who's answering your questions. There is a person who has done that science before. That energy essence is always, always there. So you need to, I feel, this is my take on it. Everybody's take is different. I can't impose my take on somebody, but I have seen the shift. I remember I had those tarot cards. I had that book from my mother and I started reading it, but kuch palle nahi pada.
All right. Doc, Monica's asking for invoking angels. How many times do we have to call their names? Is there something like that, really, Doc?
So it's not like we have to say that 108 times or all that. Okay. So if I've invoked Archangel Michael and Raphael right now, they are with me throughout the day, at least for the minimum of 24 hours. Okay. And then they need to go back and then they need to come back again because they can't take the dense energies of the earth so much. So then, you send them back after some time and then you can call them again, or you can call another pair of angels for you. Whatever it is, you can normally, but within 24 hours, you need to reconnect back.
Okay. Doc, there are lots of questions. So this is going to be a democratic call today. We're going to... we're going to just go through the questions from everyone because I think everyone has a lot of interest in this. So I do want to us to
no problem. More than welcome.
So Bhavna's asking we address that. Krishna's saying, I'm seeing 111 like 4 times and then 111 3 times for the last 3 or 4 years. And I've been seeing feathers regularly and I feel colorful energy at the time of meditation, but I don't know how to use or take help from the angels. How does she?
But this is just the angels are saying, I'm there.
Okay.
They are just telling you, I am there and I am here to help. So please understand, this is not how he's thinking. So suppose if like when I and my friend were talking yesterday night, right? And we were talking about one of our relatives and we're talking about the person's health, right? And she saw 666 and she said, see Geetanjali, she'll be fine. That is what it means. It's a message. It's not a help. Means it's a message saying that you are on the right track and angels are with you and this lady will be all right. Do you understand? So it's nothing to do with how do they say? How to work with them? No, this is a message from the angel. So what they're trying to say is stop being anxious. Stop being paranoid. Start being calm, trust.
So, Doc, does that mean that it's not always only about calling them and asking for their help? Sometimes they are talking to you, or they're sending you warnings or messages, which you basically just need to be aware to be able to, or know how to pick those up.
Right. Suppose if there is suppose like, I don't like some name, or there is something, you have your own metaphors. Everybody till today will be having their own metaphors. And you're thinking of something, and suddenly that metaphor comes in a negative. Believe me, then you have to understand that, okay, life, this is not getting sorted out. We need to stay away from it. It's a message from the angelic realm that this is not for you. Don't get into it. Okay, I'll just say. So my mother is in the hospital. We were talking about her last night. And I remember when my mother, when just now 10 days back, we came to know that she's unwell. She has chikungunya. The first, no, and in fact, she has two diseases. So it was chikungunya and cellulitis. So the first message which I got was, I spoke to one nurse, and I was not planning to take her to a hospital. See, please understand, this is how you get messages. That's why I'm giving this example. So I spoke to the nurse and I said, you please start coming in so that you can take care of my mother. And she said, have you taken her to the hospital? So now she didn't have to ask that question at that point of time. I said, no, do we need to take her to the hospital? Because yes, you need to take her to the hospital. That's the first message I got. I was working at that point of time. So I spoke to her, I started my work, and I said, just now we have come to know that she's got weak positive chikungunya. And so the other person said, you need to take her to the hospital. I said, but for chikungunya? And he said, just now my 27-year-old, somebody got admitted for chikungunya, and your mother is quite old. I said, okay. And then the third message I was typing, and I said, my mother has chikungunya. And the other person, she's just a friend of mine, a healer. And she said, have you taken to the hospital? So 3 times I got this message. So for me, that was, and I took her. It was not just chikungunya, it was cellulitis also, which I wouldn't have understood, because cellulitis, if I just normally talk to people, they don't know what cellulitis is. So they saw her feet and they said, no, it's not just chikungunya. And if I had not taken her to the hospital 4-5 days, if I had kept her at home as per the normal GP, then the bacteria would have entered the bloodstream and it would have been very difficult. So this is what I'm trying to say. So for me, everybody who was saying, take her to the hospital, that was the message coming through. So this is what, so at this point of time, I'm not, already the angels are there, already are working with those energies throughout. So for me, that was a message, take her.
That's incredible. That's really incredible, because it's life-saving. You would have, it would have become much worse.
I just listened to that message. You have to listen. So that is how they help. They will not come and give you this. They will give you messages. They will not come and be, hey, come here, let me just transport your mother. You need to make that call and you need to, but that message will come. And if you listen to that message, then you will act. And my husband is saying, why are you taking? I said, no, I have got, and I told him the same thing. I have got messages for 3 people that I have to take her to the hospital. I told her this, and he must be thinking that this woman is crazy. Because this is not how you talk.
All these years, I'm sure, Doc.
This is not how you talk normally, but I did it, and it was good that I did it. So today, though, she's getting discharged, but
that's good. That's really good.
Yeah. So, but yeah, this is how you need to listen. So if he's seeing 111, if he's seeing 1111, if he's seeing that energy, so at that point of time, what are you thinking? The angels are trying to tell you it can be done, and go with the thoughts, go with the ideas, fulfill your desire. Suppose if you're just sitting here and thinking, I need to take a vacation, and you see 111, that means the angels are saying, go ahead, you need that vacation now. That's it.
I see 111s all the time. I really need to go on vacation.
You are on vacation only in Goa.
Oh, no, Doc. But okay, let's. I can see the questions piling up. Before that, I do want to hear from Tejal, because Tejal has actually done your course, Doc, and so I want to hear how she has been applying and what kind of messages that she's been hearing, how the angels have helped her. So let's just get Tejal on.
When I start talking to you, I forget about the time.
That's a good thing. Okay, let me just quickly see. Tejal, I've put in a request to unmute you. Can you hear us?
Yeah, I can. Yeah.
Hi, Tejal.
Hello, ma'am. Hi. Hello. I had joined, I think, beginning of this year or last year, one of the workshops we had conducted. I was aware of the archangels because few of the healing modules were at knowledge of Archangel Michael and Archangel Metatron. But I didn't know other archangels, how do they work? But after doing yours, doing more other things, somehow in one of the workshop, I got SMS if you're interested in taking archangels. So I immediately said yes. I selected 7 beautiful archangels along with Master Quanian. So I feel they're there. Even when I'm not asking anything, I just feel they were meant for me to come into my house to help me, my family members. I think you are one of the source for them to come into my home. Maybe I didn't say gratitude at that time. So today I'm saying thank you
Thank
for
you so much.
you are the source for them to come into my life. And
Welcome.
I
Thank you so
just
much.
treat them as my friend. I wish them good night. I wish them good morning. Whenever I go to gym or anywhere else that I'm not comfortable, I just tell them I'm more comfortable with Archangel Michael and Archangel Raphael. So I just tell them, let's go. We are going there. You be there with me. So one more thing I've learned in this, that you have to be patient and faith in them, that you wish for something. When your time comes, definitely your wishes will get fulfilled. And I just wish them, and I just leave everything to them. And
So I
I
want to
think,
share, I want you to share, Tejal, what you shared with me. So I was talking
sure.
to Tejal to understand, what was her experience like? What did she learn during this entire experience of understanding and healing with angels? And she said something very interesting. She said, shall I paraphrase, Tejal, for you?
Sure. I told you I won't be able to express in the same words.
Yeah.
She said that, I was going through a whole bunch of different healing modalities. I was learning them. I was healing myself also. And in the process, she said that, I understood what I had to shift away from. And I was making that shift. But obviously, we've been in a certain space, we've been in a certain personality or a mindset for a long, long time. We've been stuck in that. And then we are moving away from it to something better. But that change is difficult. And I think, Tejal, I really resonated when you said that change can be really challenging because you're responding in new ways to your life. And she said the angels help her to do that. They support her in that change. Did I explain that right, Tejal?
Yeah. 2 things I want to add. See, if it was before, I would have never attended this. I've never attended like this to openly answer, to talk. I've never been that comfortable because I've always felt that low self-esteem, low confidence. I think your coming today here was a message from archangels that I have entered into a new comfort. I have moved from my old comfort zone and entered into a new new zone, which is very challenging for me.
Yeah.
So I know the pull is always there from the behind one, but I just have to be strong enough not to get back pulled in. So I think today's was a message. Move forward. Whatever you wish, it will be fulfilled. I just have to be faithful and have patience and wait for my correct time. I would have not done this anytime before. Honestly, I would have I'm going out of Bombay And yet I said yes, that I would definitely, I think this was a sign for me.
Thank you so much, Tejal. Thank you so much for sharing that.
Yeah.
And you're right that sometimes the pull from to go back to something that you are trying to move away from is quite strong, and you have to still stay strong. It's admirable that you're doing this and you're changing things for yourself.
Yeah,
Really
she said
fantastic.
that she's not good in communication.
She
Yeah, so I
is.
think this is
Yeah,
just the
but
beginning.
she
This is
felt
the
that.
first time. Yeah, and I think you said for Archangel Michael, I do send Archangel Michaels to my relatives. My sister's daughter-in-law, she's again pregnant. She had just miscarried before this, and I just told her, just have faith in Archangel Michael. Ask him for the protection of your womb and the child growing inside. And first, she had COVID, her daughter had COVID, the full family had COVID. I just said, pray for Archangel Michael to protect you in the every way. I think everything has worked for the full family, it has worked for them. At least
Wow.
I did my work. And that's what I said to Ruchira. I will do work from my side. The rest is opposite person. What they believe in and how much faith they have in Archangel Michael. And I think he has helped us.
That's wonderful.
So
That's really, really
yeah, I
wonderful.
would any day help anyone and send Archangel Michael, whoever are desperate in need. They just have to have the faith in them. That's all I say.
Thank you so much, Tejal.
Thank
Thank
you
you for
so much.
joining. I
Yeah,
know you're traveling
yeah.
today, but thank you for taking the time out and thank you for pushing
Thank you.
yourself.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you.
So, Doc, okay, I'm going to start
Thank
addressing.
you.
Oh my God, there are I can see 30 questions piled up.
Oh my God.
All right. So, Uma is asking, is it okay to be practicing different modalities simultaneously?
100%.
Doc
I
does that.
myself do that. I
All
myself
right.
do that.
Indrajit's asking, are the angel channels between higher power and us?
Yeah,
Right.
absolutely.
Okay.
They're channels between you and God.
Okay. Okay. All right. Hi, Anurita. She says hello. Neelam says every time meditation is needed for calling angels for each and every problem. Do you need meditations for each?
So we have already attuned you. After that, you don't need the meditations.
Okay. All right.
Once we've attuned, always attuned. Once connected, always connected.
Shivani is agreeing with you, Doc. She says, totally agree with Geetanjali. Have been an angel healer for more than a decade now, and it's about magic and miracle. Logic kills. One has to connect with the heart. Okay, so Indrajit's asked another question. Indrajit, you will be hosting the next Angels call. He's asking is Metatron higher than Michael? So is there a hierarchy in the archangels, Doc?
No. Actually, there's a hierarchy. Okay, fine. There's a higher hierarchy, but Archangel Michael is the highest hierarchy which we have. Archangel Michael, Raphael, Gabriel, they are the highest hierarchy. But we can't say this is higher and that is higher. It's like, but he's the first Archangel Michael which comes to you when you get connected to angels. Okay, then Metatron comes in. So
Okay.
definitely Metatron is not the highest. You'll always get more connected to Michael and Raphael.
Okay. All right. Doc Shivani is just really, really happy to be on this call with you. She says, so wonderful to be in the august presence of Geetanjali.
Thank you so much.
All right. Smita saying, Doc, when you shared this experience, she says, when you shared your experience, she got goosebumps as well. All right. Daphne is saying, okay, Daphne agrees with Shivani. She says, it's all about magic and miracles and trusting in one's senses and abilities. All right. Sona's asking, can someone please answer how long is the duration of this session? Sona, I think we're going to be around for another 40 minutes.
Oh, this session.
Yeah. All right. Or Sona, let us know if you were asking about the program instead.
Yeah.
A bunch of people, Doc, have asked about how do you know who is their archangel? Is there a way to do that?
Okay. So there is first of all, archangels are not assigned to you. Okay, so we don't have any archangel walking with us when we are born. We have our guardian angels with us.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so they are not assigned. Archangels is someone which we get attuned to during the workshops.
Okay.
When we are doing the meditation, that is the time we get connected to the archangels. Otherwise, they will not get connected to you.
Okay.
You need to also please understand that in our religion also, we don't speak about archangels so much.
Yeah.
So the connection is different for us.
Okay. Okay. Dr. Monica is referring to, I think, some sort of a ritual we may have covered, perhaps you covered it in the workshop, perhaps. She's saying when we hand over our money requirements chit to Archangel Serena, the chit will automatically fall on the ground as angels are not present in physical form. So what do we have to do with the chit which has fallen on the ground?
You can just, once it falls on the ground, when I say hand over, I did not literally mean hand over. I just mean, okay, you hand over and you can imagine Archangel Serena taking it and you keep the chit in your hand. And then you can keep the chit in your book or in your purse, on your wallet, in your locker, in your altar, because that's what you have been asking. That's it. It will. She's such a literal person. You know, she felt that she has to give her. That's so kind of so funny. I can now understand how people, they make mistakes while listening to videos.
Someone's asking, how can we inculcate more faith in oneself through the angels?
See, we can talk about angels a lot. But it's only when you will get the answers or when you see that they are helping you is when your faith will come up. Please understand. This is not about, that I will tell and you will listen and you will agree to it. Maybe, yeah, it will make difference. Yes, she's saying so. She's been doing it. And because I've been doing it, it'll make a difference. Okay. Not because of anything else. Now, once you start experiencing how Tejal was experiencing, she found the courage to speak today. She found the courage to tell Archangel Michael to protect her womb, her sisters or relatives' womb. Yeah. So that is what, when that faith comes through, when you see that the Archangel is coming through to you, that is the time when you feel that shift. Okay, it has to be an inner shift. Nobody can do it for you.
Okay. Pravina is asking, if I'm not able to feel anything, or I can say that if I'm not able to recognize these signs, what does it mean?
No, that means she's still not connected. Her logic is still there, and she needs the workshop.
All right. Also, I've realized, I've seen in your groups, Doc, that sometimes people are skeptical initially, or they'll have their logic side running, and once they're in the group, they start to see things more easily. They start to feel the energies more easily.
It's about faith, it's how you have been brought up. That kind of also challenges you to how can you believe in all this.
Dr. Rajiv is asking about if you're a devotee and have a faith in a particular dev or devi, like a Hindu god, can you connect with them? Is there a difference between angels and the gods?
Okay, so we have Lord Hanuman for our protection, right? But what has happened here, I'll tell you. We have given them a very high status. So sometimes we ourselves don't know whether, that, you feel an angel is your friend and you can call.
That's true.
And here you feel a little bit reluctant to call your Hanuman or your Ganpati. They are given an elevated status. So you always say that, the connection to angels. So of course you can definitely do that Hanuman Kavach and all that. Simultaneously, you can use this energy also. That's what it's having, a beautiful blend of two energies, and it will definitely help you. As I told you, you need to take it up as an energy rather than putting it up as a religion or anything else.
Wonderful. Okay, Ketki's Indrajit has another question. Indrajit, you're definitely coming to host the next angel class. What combinations of numbers give the different suggestions? So I think he means that what do the different numbers mean? Is this something that you cover in the workshop as well, Doc?
We will be covering it up partially. We'll be telling you what number one means, number two means, number three means. Then when you have this 1111, it's a repeat of 1111.
Okay.
Now, if you see Doreen Virtues, there is a specific book only on numbers, but there are thousands of numbers. So now for me, thousands of number by hearting is not possible. Okay. So for me, there are only some numbers. I just work with 333, 444, number 9, number 69. Those are my numbers, which I have found. So if anybody shows me 777, I know that message is not for me.
Okay.
I will only get connected to my message, na? And 111, of course. I'll get connected to my message or my angels. That's what I was trying to tell.
Okay. All right. So V is asking, is 111 an angel's number? Yes, it is. In fact, that's why Mystic Lotus calls are at 1111. Okay. Garima's recapping, I think. Whatever I got till now from your call, that angel messages come automatically, but we can also call or pray on them for some particular purpose. So she's asking, I want to solve my one confusion. Should I continue my friendship with a specific person or not? And her second question is, I'm in a better phase financially as compared to my past, but I can do much better. I want to solve these financial crises permanently and want to buy my own home in a year. So are these things that the angels can guide her on, Doc? Can they guide on, like, whether you should be friends with somebody or not? Or
okay, so for this now, I always look into my angel cards.
Okay.
So because those, as you remember, I told you the angel cards initially. So they give the messages that what is there or what is not there. So when my mother was unwell, I took out my angel cards. Okay. And I looked. When I looked into the cards, they said, that there is lack of clarity here. Because I was coming from the point of view that she has only chikungunya. It's only the third day we came to know she's got cellulitis also. So, the cards were showing patience. The cards were showing that, things are very much unknown here. So you were getting indication from your cards. So if you want to ask for a house, there are cards which will give you yes. When you ask for a question, you can easily open the cards and get messages, and the angels will guide you. It is same like how your tarot deck works, but the messages are different and more profound.
So that's the big surprise element, that Doc is also introducing angel card reading in her program. So there's a lot for us to share today. So I'm going to quickly actually call on one more person, and then we can, Doc, take everybody through. We can do take on a couple of people and show how channeled messages work. Right, Doc? Yeah. Okay. Let's hear from Meenakshi first. And I will come back to all the remaining 28 questions. Meenakshi, I'm putting in a request to unmute you. Hi, Meenakshi.
Hi. Good morning. It's good morning here.
So pretty.
Thank you. Okay, so I've connected with Doctor around 7 months ago, and the spiritual world is really new to me, but I'm really enjoying everything that has been taught by Dr. Geetanjali to me. Angels is something, I think, it's a magical thing, and I kind of never believed in it, or, that something like this happens, or I know that there is a power, but I was always like, okay, please take care of this or that. But this is something wherein you know that you have angels and, they can protect you. And I will just give you a recent example of 3 months ago, I've started working. And since last month, doctor is aware that there is a lot of stress at my work. And there was at a time that I was like, had a breakdown almost, and because it's so unorganized the way the project is working currently. And I was not finding any way. And at that time, I think I was doing another course with Dr. Geetanjali, Akashic Records. And there I met other people, and when I was just talking to them and connecting to them, they kind of said, why don't you, connect to your angels? Even though I'd learned it, I was not literally like connecting with my angels. But then I started getting these messages from them, connect to angels. I was like, okay, I mean, I'm aware of this. Why? And I've learned from Dr. Gitanjali, I've learned just the level one. Why don't I just do it? Because it's like, they were again messages that start connecting to your angels maybe more regularly and everything. And the next day I started doing that. And one day there was a presentation in which one slide was for me to kind of present, and I was not even aware of it. When while the presentation was going on live, I was like, I saw my name. This is the slide that I have to present. I started praying to the angels. I was like, please, I am not prepared for it. You have to do something, and just make sure that this doesn't happen, because I can't be put on the spot, and that what my situation is right now. So that's how I started connecting, and somehow there were people who had so many questions in that meeting. The meeting went more than 1 hour, and it never reached to the slide that I had to present. And that was a big, big relief for me at that time. Trust me, I mean, that week was really very bad, and I had so much fear in me, but I just trusted my angels, and I said, please, wherever you are, I am believing you and I'm trusting you. You know just do something about it. And that was the magical moment for me. And since then, I'm every day connecting with my angels the way I feel like. It's like, that's how I feel like connecting. I will just close my eyes and I will connect with them. I get tears in my eyes. That is, I think, something, where I'm feeling that I'm connected. They're listening to me, because I think it's more of emotional connection with them that I've generated. And every night, every morning, I write a gratitude list. That also, again, I've learned from Dr. Gitanjali that, it's good to write gratitude. So I always be grateful for my angels. I kind of write that. I've made that as a practice for me. So yeah, and when I had a recently money manifestation course with Dr. Gitanjali, there again, you had to get messages. So when she put us through the meditation, when I started writing, I got so many messages that came from my angels to me. Like, I was literally like, messages from angels for Meenakshi. That's how I started. And I just kept writing, writing, writing. And when every day I read them, these are my messages from my angel, this is how you have to be, Meenakshi. This is what you are. This is believe in yourself. Those kind of messages. It is amazing. And yeah, so I'm really grateful and thankful to Dr. Gitanjali. She's like my guru into spiritual world, because she has connected me to this, the time when I was really, lost and I didn't know what to do, even though I'm a very positive and whatever personality you say. But yeah, at one point I was like really broken, and I have no idea or clarity of what I wanted to do. But today I'm in a space where I know what I needed. I mean, have to focus on. I have a purpose, is what I would say. So yes, thank you, doctor, for everything that you have done. You know what you have done for me. So yeah, that's my
Thank you so
much,
much.
Meenakshi.
Thank you, Meenakshi.
That's
No
incredible.
problem.
Thank you so much for sharing that.
Thanks, Ruchira, for inviting me. Thank you. And thanks, Ruchika, wherever you are, for inviting me. Yeah.
Thanks.
Bye.
That's really wonderful. So, Doc, let's Meenakshi spoke about angel messages and getting angel messages. Shall we ask in the audience who would like to hear a channeled message from the angels, particularly for them right now? Yeah. Just let us know on Telegram, and I'm going to come back to all your other questions after that. Just tell us on Telegram, and I'm going to request Shilpa to let me know. All right, let's give everyone a moment. While we do that, Doc, I do want to ask you a little bit about the whole concept about violet flame tools.
Okay, so
we hear about it quite often in these angel classes and workshops, and I wanted you to just share a little bit about what are these.
So the violet flame is basically a flame of purification.
Okay.
And if you see, there are 7 rays, out of which one of the rays is the violet flame. violet ray of purification.
Okay.
And we have Saint Germain as an arch. He's okay. So saints are different and archangels are different. Okay. So Saint Germain as the keeper. We call them as a keeper. So it's with somebody. Somebody's taking care of it. So we have Saint Germain who takes care of the violet flame.
Mm-hmm.
And whenever we require things for purification, whenever we want some certain negativity or debris to go away, for example, when we are healing, suppose if now I'm healing, I'm doing I'm doing a healing for my cord cutting specifically, or if somebody is you get a psychic message. There are people who get a psychic message that there is some negativity in the stomach, or there's this chakra is blocked. So when you remove the debris are given to the violet flame. So to get the violet flame, you need to invoke Archangel, Saint Germain. To just let the violet flame be here, and then whatever the debris are put into it, rather than putting it anywhere in the space, because it's energy. Okay, your own body negativity is an energy, so it is put back into the flame and it purification, rather than putting it around us or in the circumstances.
And this is something that you cover as well in greater depth during your workshop.
I think so. It's in the advanced. In that class we'll be covering that. Yes.
Okay. We'll just take everyone through what all you can learn about angels, what all there is to be done with angel healing. And like I mentioned earlier, we're going to be talking a little bit more about how you can do space clearing, cord cutting, the difference between archangels and guardian angels. We're going to be covering these things right after this. So hang around. And of course your questions, which are now, I think, oh my God, okay, I don't even want to look at that number that's gone up. All right, let's hear Zena. Zena, I'm going to put in a request to unmute you. Let's hear what the angels would like to.
Hi, good morning. Good afternoon.
Good morning, Zena. Did I pronounce your name correctly?
Yes, you did.
All right. Zara, can I request you to come on video?
Actually, there's construction going on right now, like in my house. So I'm in a mess. But okay.
No problem.
I hope you can hear me clearly, because
yeah, we can hear you clearly. There's no disturbance at all. Yeah. I'm going to hand off to Doc and I'm going to mute myself.
Okay. She's also muted.
Zena, can you hear us?
Yes.
Okay.
So now what do I do with Zena?
Doc, you were going to see what the angels would like personally to send, like a personal message from the angels for Zena.
And Zena doesn't want to reveal herself. Okay, that's good.
I'm so sorry. Just give me a minute. Wait. Just give me a minute. Yeah, I'm visible.
Hi, Zena. How are you?
You can see you.
Yeah.
Good morning.
Because at this point of time, you also need to connect to her guardian angels and everybody. Yes, Zena. Okay, fine. The message for you. So here I'm getting I don't know, were you there in the angel class?
No. It's my first time in fact.
Okay. So I'm getting a message from Archangel Serena for you, that there is a lot of abundance in the universe and you just need to go and grab it. That means all the efforts that you want to do to grab your abundance or money is just there. And you need to trust yourself that the efforts that you put in are going to be rewarded and you're going to get the results of it. I don't know what you do, Zena, but this is the message that, abundance, Serena is what I could see when I heard the name, when I saw you. I don't know, do you have any issues with abundance right now? Or you're looking for something new at this point of time in your life?
I just cleared my law entrance exam yesterday. So I just want to get a good college and then, graduate and then become a lawyer.
So the thing is that the Archangel Serena, who's saying okay, so it's not an archangel, it's an angel. Angel Serena, which she's saying is that this path that you have chosen for law, whatever, I didn't know that you are taking up a law thing, but this is the path which will help you to go towards your abundance and money, all the efforts. And your college and all that message you want, okay. Where are you staying, Zena?
Chembur, Mumbai.
You gave your exams, you have not yet got the results, right?
No, I did. I just got it yesterday.
So how much did you score?
Got 93 out of 150.
93 out of?
150. And the highest was like 130 or something.
So there's a college on the second and the third number for you. You have kept a list of college and there's a college which is on the second or the third number. Where are you, Zena? I can't see her.
I'm here.
Yeah, so which is a college on the second and the third number for you?
I still have to, I have my cap around, like this is process. It's not yet started. So I need to select colleges.
But you
So
have
I
a
haven't-
number, there's a first college and the second college which you must have thought, and a third college.
AC and Swami Vivekananda and GLC.
GLC would GLC would be a bit difficult, I think.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
you can try for Swami Vivekananda is where I'm getting, or maybe a college lower than that. Okay.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thanks, Doc. Thanks, Anna.
And
Wow.
really great.
That's pretty cool as she's embarking on her career as a lawyer.
Thank you.
Okay. Doc, shall we take on Anita Arun? I'm going to just see if I can see her and unmute her. Anita, can you hear us?
Yes,
This time I will first listen to her issue and then I will say the problem. Then I'll connect. Yes, Anita.
Yeah, so we are planning to relocate cities shortly, but we are not able to, decide on when, how, and there seems to be a lot of issues that are coming up regarding
So where
that.
are you staying, Anita?
I'm at Bangalore, and we
where
are
do you
looking
want
at
to
relocating to. We are trying to relocate to Mumbai, so we're not able to decide on the time frame, and it's not working out well. It's like thinking December, but we're still not sure because of the kids' school and things like that. We're not able to decide on when it can happen.
Okay. So you want to know when will it happen, or do you want the angels' help in relocating?
I want to know when it will happen.
Okay, ठीक है. Aruna, I'm getting 6 to 8 months only. I'm not getting it now. The answer which just flashed in my mind was 6 to 8 months. So it can be further than your May, June or whatever. You may just have to keep on coming, going, but it's 6 to 8 months, not 3 months, not 2 months, no. But yeah, it will happen. And because it's a shifting process, you can take help of Archangel Ariel also. She will help you to beautify things. She'll help you to get the correct things, the correct house for you here. Ariel. Okay. And for the safety of your products and everything, when you're coming in, you can take the help of Archangel Michael.
Thanks so much, Doc. Thanks, Anita. I hope that helps.
Yeah, definitely. That does help. Thank you so much.
In fact, even Tejal mentioned this morning that there's always this right timing that angels will, tell you, and you should just be patient with that. All right, great. Thank you. So, Doc, I want to, because we're really running short on time, so we'll take on a couple of more people a little later. but can you let us, because this is quite exciting, this whole thing about, angel messages, how you can channel, how you can hear the one specifically for you. And of course, you also touched upon angel card reading. So I want to share my screen so we can understand a little bit in a structured manner what all we can learn in the space in the realm of angels. Yeah, Doc?
Yeah.
Okay, so let me just share my screen. And I'm going to mute myself for a couple of moments because my dog is about to start barking. Okay. Can you hear me, Doc?
Yeah.
Okay, great. Well, that means you can hear my dog soon as well. All right. So, Doc, this is the Angels Practitioner as well as the Trainer Workshop, and plus you also cover Angel Card reading, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Take us through.
Okay. So one is the angel workshop, which we will be connecting. We'll be knowing about angels, the archangels, as everybody was asking how to connect, how to know. There will be meditation, in which will be attuning you to the different archangels so that they are there with you throughout the life, and they will be there to help you. Guided meditations will be there. Then we will take up a issue and which we'll be using to solve the problem. And means if like somebody has an issue in abundance, so I take a collective energy and we'll go through it. So that will happen in the first level. That is a practitioner level. That means you can practice, you can use it for yourself, you can use it to help your relatives, friends, and everybody, right? Then we have a second level in which there are people who want to take this work forward, who want to help people, who want to guide people that, okay, so now I want to make students, because when you make students, you cannot reach everybody. So when you make students, those your students reach, that means somewhere your essence also is reaching. So you can take up the trainer module if you want to become a trainer, help people empower themselves, help people to change their lives, and teach people how to connect to angels. So we will be then making you go through, okay, so now this is it. You need to do this meditation. This is how it happens. So it's the same module, but in a trainer style.
Okay.
Okay. And maybe there will be some things which may be extra, a little bit more extra, but the main important thing is you should be able, see, whenever we do trainer levels, we tell person, okay, so now you are going to talk about archangels. Now you're going to guide us through this meditation. Now you're going to guide us that if this question comes in, what to answer. So this is more about wanting to be a trainer, not about wanting to learn new things. Okay, so that's the package B, where you become a practitioner, a trainer. You can give your own certification. Yeah, you can give your own certification. So you don't need to give us our certification. No, you are a trainer yourself. You can make you can give the same notes if you want. You can write your own, yes, about yourself, your bibliography, and you can print your own certificates. That's once we have made you a trainer, you don't have to work with us anymore. Okay, so you're independent facilitators and trainers. And this is a package B here. And then we have package C. Now, this package is a little bit more different, in which something extra will be taught to you, angel card reading, which is not there a part of package A and package B. We will be giving you the book or the cards, and you'll have to buy those cards. In case you don't have it, then then you can buy it later on. I will be explaining every card meaning. So like how, you get an answer from the different cards, like that you'll get an answer from your angelic cards. I'll be teaching one card deck, but you can use 2-3 decks later on based on your own expertise, and use it for your angel card reading. Okay. Now, when we will be doing this, we also have something known as revision and free WhatsApp support. So if anybody, you have a query, you have anywhere you are stuck, you don't know how to go ahead, you want to repeat something, because I've seen many a times, people join up and they say these dates are not working up. So they join up for maybe 2 days, and the third day they can't join up. They can definitely repeat the course with me again. And I normally answer everybody's questions, and I always encourage people to repeat as many courses as possible. It's going to help you.
Yeah. That's the best part about your courses, Doc. The whole joy and assurance that I can just go through this entire course again with you. It's fantastic.
You have also repeated my course, right?
Yes, I have. And it's really great because it just puts you back in that zone. You can clear doubts that you have perhaps after having practiced something for a while. You still have certain doubts. You can cross them, and you get more confident, I think, when you do a revision. That a lot of times people don't get that level of confidence. They do a course, but they're not very confident to practice because they've not had enough occasion to practice. And your courses give you another round of, practice and immersion. So that definitely helps. Doc, I'm just going to share all the details in your level 1. So, Doc, you've got angel therapy. You're also going to explain who all are the angels, what their special powers and their area of expertise is, how do they function. You're going to touch upon God consciousness. You're also going to show the connects between angels and other religions. You've got the whole process of incarnation that you're talking about, the directory of invisible spirits. That sounds really interesting, actually. Information on the spheres of angels, realms, who are our guides, communicating with the angelic realm, being able to understand how angels work in connection to chakras, how they can help in shielding, what the angel prayers are. There's so much in just level 1, Doc. This allows one to become a practitioner, right?
Right.
This is enough for me. And is there a certification?
Those who don't want to teach, they can do this. That's it.
And is there a certification here?
Of course. We will be giving our certification, and as a bonus, I think so. You're going to say the bonus?
No, you say the bonus.
Okay. So, of course, the certification is with me, but I'll be also certifying for this course. I'll be giving 2 certificates. One will be from me and one will be from Diana Cooper also.
How awesome is that?
So
How
they will
fantastic.
be certified practitioners from Diana Cooper School, because their certificate will contain the logo of Diana Cooper.
And that, Doc, will allow me to practice anywhere in the world, right?
Yeah.
That's such a recognized name in...
It's a recognized, that you can say you learn from Diana Cooper School of Light.
Fantastic. That's really awesome. So, Doc, you want to just share what this usually is priced at? And
yes, so we'll be doing this, for example, on the 13th and the 14th of November, and 11:30 to 4:30 p.m. And this is the Indian Standard Time, and I think so 1 a.m. to 6 a.m. the time for the EST, the Eastern Time Zone, right?
Mm-hmm. That's right.
For the people who are ahead of us?
Yeah.
Good.
And just share with us what this usually is priced.
So since we are also doing the courses for Diana Cooper School of White Light, this course is normally priced at 30,000 rupees, because her certifications carry a great amount of value and a different shift about themselves, and $464, but we are giving them at a very, very reasonable price today, which is, and that's an angel number 5555. Okay. And that shows that, so many archangels, there's a huge, huge, huge change coming your way, and you need to invite that change in your life very soon. Okay, 5 is the number of changes. So that's what we're going to say. 4 times 5, an archangel number. And of course, $86 only.
It's Fantastic, Doc. That's really, really awesome. All right. And package B is basically the trainer module as well as the practitioner module, right? How many, tell
Yeah.
us how many days and
So those who take the package B, they will have to work with us on 13th and 14th after 15 days, because I'll be giving them some work to learn, because they have to learn the process. I'll be saying that, okay, now you will have to teach the class. So, one person becomes a trainer, the other person becomes a student. That's the kind of module we follow. And that will be 2 hours from the 4th and 5th of December, 2021. And again, 5 hours each, the same timing to become a trainer. So the same thing we have to repeat as trainers, that they can learn how to teach people, teach students.
I just want to remind everyone that you can post your questions. If you have any doubts, you want to clarify something about the workshop, you can post those questions on Telegram right now. I'll raise them right now. Okay. And Doc, of course, you've got your bonuses, which is your free revision. So that means free revision of the trainer course as well as the practitioner's course?
Yeah, yes.
Wow. And the 6 months WhatsApp group support.
Right.
And Doc, take us through the value of this.
Okay, so the usual value, as you saw, that the initial one was for 30,000 because it was also the Dinah Cooper. The second is you will be trained as a trainer for your own school. Not even my school. It will be your own school. You will be independent facilitator yourself, independent trainer. So you can create your own school, like if you want to create it for white light of spirituality, if you want to become the, your angelic realm or divine level, whatever, divine healings, right? And that whole thing, that means your trainer level included is 42,000, right? Which is $649. But now today we have a special price that for this course, and that new price is very, very, again, it's 11111. So it's 555, and all we are all having angels and archangels with us. So it's a very huge beginning. Believe me, when we train people, we learn ourselves more. So you can train them to just heal themselves. You cannot train them to become teachers. You can train them to become practitioners, right? Which is about $172, and a very, very reasonable amount to become a trainer, because it will really, really empower you to go ahead in your life and start spreading this beautiful light energy to everyone.
Fantastic, Doc. And beautiful value, actually. I mean, an awesome value. All of that course in the practitioner level, and then, of course, the trainer level, and then it allows me to train others, which is
right.
So I'll just repeat that. Package B includes practitioner level course as well as the trainer level course. It has these bonuses, which is free revision of both courses, as well as 6 months WhatsApp support. So all for rupees 11,111 or US dollars 171. All right, and we've got a package C as well today.
Yes, so when they want to do everything, so we have package A, package B, package C, in which we'll be teaching you about the workshop for the card reading, the workshop for the card readings. There will be cards. So every card has a meaning. Every card, then when I do the cards, I tell them about how to do the timings.
Yeah.
So this is something which I have created. Okay. So this is not something which is taught to me. Over the years, 15 years, I have been with angels. So this is something which I have taught because people come, what is the answer? So, I try to mix and match and give them the answer so that they can help people, they can guide people. They are more empowered with tools. And if I would say there was nothing about violet flame meditation and violet flame tools, so I think so that is not a part of this course. Okay, otherwise we'll have questions later on.
Okay, all right. Okay, Doc, and this is the usual price for this?
Yes, and we have again increased it by 12,000 rupees. So it is 54,000, which is the usual price for this course, in which you will learn how to become a practitioner, trainer, plus the cards. Okay, so that is about $834, and that's a new price that we are getting it, I think so, is at about 1,600 something, I don't know. 15555. So again, a shift and a change, and this is really good, because angel card reading people should do, and especially if people are becoming trainers, they need to know about angel cards.
Yeah, yeah. Fantastic, Doc. So we're just going to go over the timings of all three programs
So yeah,
together.
we have given everybody the date and everybody the timing. So please set this timings, take a photograph of it, so that there is no problem. So this starts now, 13th, 14th, after the Diwali. And then we have the 4th and 5th of December, and then we have the 11th and 12th.
Yeah.
So this is about a 6-day training program, and a 6-day training program in which you will be with me throughout from 11:30 to 4:30. And you will be I will have our support, the support of team. Ruchika is there. Of course, you guys are always there, and we will help you, guide you in whatever way is possible.
Awesome. And I think Ricky had asked about what's the time for UAE. Ricky, it's 11:30 a.m. India time. That means it should be around 10 o'clock for Dubai time. Yeah. I hope that helps. In fact, you're going to finish. It's a really good timing for anyone joining in from the UAE, because you start at 10, you'll be done by, I think, 2 o'clock. So it's a really, really nice. You have the rest of your Saturday to practice. All right, I'm going to stop sharing my screen. All links to purchase are on Telegram as well as on Zoom chat. Any questions you have regarding the workshops, you can ask on Telegram, and Doc is going to be around for the next 24 hours to answer these things. So not to worry. Doc, what is the magic of doing all three workshops? I know the value is fantastic, because it's 15,555 to learn angel card, as well as become a trainer, as well as be confident enough as a practitioner to get all that revision time with you and all that support. What's the magic going forward after that?
Okay, so now there's a question comment. Let me first answer this.
Okay.
Very, very big, very specific. Package B does not allow a person to become a Diana Cooper teacher.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. I told very clearly, you guys are your own independent trainers. You are not under anyone.
Okay.
Right? And in case you want to do Diana Cooper, you can definitely connect, but that pricing is completely different. Okay. Yeah. And the training also is very, very different. So first, we are only doing this training in which I, as a complimentary Diwali gift, am giving you this Diana Cooper. We are not charging you also for the Diana Cooper certificate.
Fantastic. So
yeah, that's a gift. So package B does not have anything to do with Diana Cooper. It's only the package A, in which you'll get a certified thing that you're a practitioner of Diana Cooper School.
Okay. All right. So, Doc, just to clarify, Shivani is also asking, will package B and C be included with certification? That's the B and C packages, certifications are from you, right? That's the trainer module, and that's trainer and angel card reading module.
Absolutely. The certifications. So you will become, we certify you to become an angel trainer from the Institute of Holistic Sciences of Dr. Geetanjali. Okay. If you want to use our logos, you can definitely do it. If you want to use our name, you can definitely do it. It's all upon you. We are giving you the permission to use our material. Right. And for the card reading also will be from our site. What I have developed and what I want to share with others, and that will be again the Institute of Holistic Sciences school.
Okay. Okay. All right. So even in package B, Doc, because it has the practitioner level course, which has the Diana Cooper certificate, right?
Right.
Okay. All right. So I just want to clarify any other questions, please do ask. Otherwise, we will. I have one other question that I just saw.
Right.
What is the big difference between between being a practitioner and being a trainer and angel card reader as well? What's the big difference in terms of life, in terms of what you can
Yeah.
do?
So when you become a practitioner, you can just do angel healing. When I say angel healing, you get the messages. You can give somebody an angel. You worship Archangel Michael, and you can just help people. Okay, which is a huge thing in yourself, because you are receiving help and you are also receiving your angels' help. So you are getting attuned to all the 7 angels. You're doing meditations to release your problems. Okay, you understand the world of angelic realm, and so many things are coming to you as a result of it.
Okay.
Now, when we do the trainer workshop, what actually happens is, the way I can teach my students, I can definitely teach others, and I increase my abundance quotient.
Mm-hmm.
I can charge to teach angel courses, right?
Yeah.
So that is a different thing. Plus, you get that insight that you can definitely, now you can attune other people to angels. In the first workshop, I get attuned to angels. Second workshop, I can attune others to angels. I can help a lot of people more. And when you do angel cards, see, you get the messages are there. When you open the cards, your messages are right in front of you, and so you can guide so many people. It's in fact, people should go in for all the 3 packages, because it's a comprehensive learning.
Okay. All right. And it's not a very long course, right, Doc?
No, and yeah, and in case they don't want to go in for the trainer, they can go in for package, maybe, but that's a different package A and package C, maybe. I don't know. I just thought.
Package C still has trainer. Yeah, package C is the full comprehensive package, which makes you a fully well-rounded angel healer.
Yeah. You do once and you do it well.
That's right. All right, Doc, I'm just going to, we did share with everyone that there'll be a nice, beautiful group healing experience as well with angels. Shall we take everyone through that?
Definitely.
Yeah.
So they can write in their issues. We'll definitely take them through. Till what is the time that we have, time limit? Can you please tell me?
We have, well, it's 12:40, so preferably 5 or 7 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah. Is that all right?
Yeah, I have no problems, but then I think so there is a call scheduled tomorrow, then maybe we can go for a bigger.
That's right. That's right. Actually, I'm just going to request the team to put the details for the call. That's tomorrow. So any questions that we didn't get answered today, I know we're going to take on a couple of more people for to demonstrate angel messages with. We can perhaps do a little bit of that also on the call tomorrow. So I'm just going to request the team to put in the details for the call tomorrow, so you can continue to have this conversation. And any questions we didn't manage to cover today can get answered over there.
Right. So we will do one more thing. We will, I'll just start a little bit of grounding exercise for the people out here.
All right.
Okay.
I'm going to mute myself, Doc.
Okay. So I want all of you to sit or lie down wherever you are and take a slow, deep breath in and exhale. And take one more slow, deep breath in and exhale. I'll just use a deep breath in. And as you exhale, exhale the negative energy all around you. And as I am now invoking the angels, you can visualize, feel yourself surrounded with this beautiful angelic energy, protecting you, guiding you. So I want you to visualize white or golden roots growing from the soles of your feet deep, deep, deep into Mother Earth until they connect with Mother Earth and they feel the energy. So imagine roots growing from your feet, connecting with Mother Earth. And now wrap this roots around the beautiful crystal at the center of the earth. All of you, please feel the anchoring energy of Mother Earth. Say to yourself, I'm supported. Mother Earth supports me. Mother Gaia supports me. And now take your awareness to the skies above you, to the source from where you originate. And feel a beautiful white and golden column of light coming down from the source, entering into the higher chakras, that is your crown chakra, traveling down to all the other chakras, spreads down to your aura from your chakras. And now I want you to visualize Archangel Michael putting his blue cloak of protection all over you. Putting the beautiful cloak of protection all over you. Feel the hood of the cloak around you, protecting you throughout, helping you. And I'm invoking Archangel Michael to be with all of you today, to help you throughout the day, to help you go through the day with ease. Whatever problems you may be facing, to release those problems. And Archangel Michael, imagine the bluish light of Archangel Michael all around you, the cobalt blue light of Archangel Michael. Feel yourself surrounded by his beautiful blue cloak of protection for safety and security. And now I want you to thank the beings which are with you, who have been working with you during this master call, who have been working with you throughout and will be working with you throughout the day to help you to go through the day and help you with the different processes. Feel this blue cloak of protection which is all around you. Button up the cape. And now I want you to ask Archangel Michael whatever you wish for. Those who have done the angel program can submit their chits, whatever the chits, let it be the angel of abundance, whatever you have asked to Archangel Michael in your imagination. Archangel Michael is right there in front of you. Feel the presence. Feel the loving presence of Archangel Michael all around you. And now, when you're ready, You can bring your awareness to your body, wherever you are lying down. You are protected, you are grounded throughout the day. And you are blessed to be in the presence of all the archangels. Thank you. You can open your eyes now.
That was lovely, Doc.
I made it very short because we had just 5 to 7 minutes.
Yeah.
But I promise everybody when they come into the call tomorrow, we'll have a better 20, 25 minutes.
Fantastic. How wonderful. What a gift that would be. Great. I think, Doc, there are a couple of messages from people that we could do. Tell us on Telegram how you felt after this angel meditation, and do share what you're feeling like. And as I promised that we will address all the questions that we haven't been able to address today, we'll address them. Doc is around and she and her team will respond to those questions. And you can ask her more questions and you can talk to her more in tomorrow's call. The Mystic Lotus team will post the details for that. Yeah. Smita says, felt vibrations and a gush of energy flowing. Doc, how wonderful. Ramchandra says, felt deep and profound, tears in my eyes. Shivani says, thank you, Geetanjali, feeling blessed. Pravina says, thanks a lot, Doc, really thankful for such wonderful vibrations. Smita says, thank you, amazing. Ricky says, very peaceful. Mani says, felt blue light engulfing me, totally relaxing. Manisha says, thank you. Shivani, Sanobar, they're all expressing their gratitude, Doc. Sangamitra says, superb experience, immense gratitude. So Doc, even in your workshops, you do have a fair amount of meditations that you share with everyone attending, right?
Yes, there is a fair amount of meditation that we share. Okay, but there is a lot of portion to be covered. Okay, so yes. So that will be better. We can be doing 2 meditations, so we have to do because we have to connect them to the archangels. Correct. So there are minimum 2 meditations. If time permits, of course, more. But there's a lot to cover. There's a lot to cover.
Yeah, I can see. I was looking at the course details, and my goodness, there's a lot that you.
Yes, we don't have the time.
Oh.
It's going to be very, very tight. It may extend also if we have not been able to cover. It may extend by 1 hour. So. That will all depend upon the first day itself.
Fantastic. All right. Doc, so many people expressing their gratitude.
Thank you so much.
Charlie, Swati, Anita. Deepa says, thank you. Having a bit of a headache and a tingling sensation throughout my body. Is there something that she can do?
Well, if she has a headache, then maybe she can ask herself what is the decision, because that is what the angels are trying to tell her, that there is some decision that is about to be made and she's not yet made it. So that's it. That's the message, nothing else.
Okay. All right. Deepa, I hope that helped. Indrajit, I saw you on your video and I'm so sorry. I've been referring to you as, as a man. Indrajit, thanks you, Doc.
Thank you, Indrajit.
Vijay says, thanks a lot. I felt grounded. Deepa says,
it was a grounded meditation. So this is in our language, we call it as a gapi. So grounding, attunement, protection, and invoking.
GAPI. All right. Deepa says she's been seeing 555, and 5 is a number for change, right, Doc?
Change, yes.
So that means the decision must maybe to do with something with change.
Yeah, so some change that she's not liking or wanting in her life. There are so many changes. You resist changes, but sometimes they happen on its own. You can't just help it.
That's true. Uma.
One more thing I just wanted to add. Angels can tell you that there is a change coming, but they cannot tell you what the change is, because otherwise your own resistance will increase.
Ah, okay. Okay.
So that's why you don't know what the change is.
That's very interesting. V is asking, what's the full form of Guppy?
Grounding,
Guppy,
attunement, protection, and invoking. So
grounding.
basically, I have kind of copied all of them.
I'm going to use that. Are you guppied or not? Have you guppied today? So grounding, attunement, protection, and
Invoking.
invoking. Okay. I hope that.
I said I invoke Archangel Michael.
Fantastic. Sangeeta says, felt goosebumps on my whole body. Thank you so much. Seema says, thank you, gratitude. Wonderful. Thank you so much. And Charles is saying, I felt a blue light and prayed for my family to be healthy always.
I'm in blue today.
That's right.
Archangel Michael.
Wonderful. All right, everyone. There's another call tomorrow with Doc, but I do want to share with everyone that do go through the details of the workshop that Doc has. There are a lot of things that she's covering in each of those modules. So familiarize yourself really, because there is so much to do in this angelic realm. Very often we get limited saying that, okay, I'll pray to my angels and things will happen. And that's great, but there is a lot more that you can do with the help of angels and when you connect with angels. So great. And we'll close here today. Doc is going to cover, I see Uma's message about, I see a lot of 11:11 and 12:12. And
ask Uma that the angels are asking her to save money.
Okay. All right. Lata says, I realize I don't have many friends. So at this point in my life, is there a possibility to have true friends? And also, is there a chance for a soulmate round the corner? Is this something that angels can help with, Doc? Lata is asking that.
She wants to know the answer, or she wants to do a meditation for that? What is it?
I think she wants the answer. But Lata, we're not doing consults with Doc today. The demonstrations were just that. They were demonstrations. But I do want to ask Doc, is this something that they can learn to ask the angels and understand and get guidance from the angels?
We have Archangel Shamuel. Ask Lata to connect to Archangel Shamuel because she wants a relationship in her life. Okay. So Archangel Shamuel will help you to find a relationship, a right job, a right relationship, a right flat. Okay.
Okay.
So please connect. That's the angel of relationship.
Fantastic. Rita's asking, she has, in fact, she had mentioned this earlier as well. She has rheumatoid arthritis, and once a week, her pains are really, really bad. If it's in the hand and she can't move, or if it's the knee or foot, then walking, becomes really difficult. She gets feverish. And it happens every Tuesday evening, goes on till Wednesday evening.
I'm very sorry, but I have to change it. It's not something that the angels can actually, of course, we have to work with Archangel Raphael and Gabriel out here. Okay. Why? Because when you have arthritis, there is a lot of water in the body, and there's a, when we say imbalance of the elements in the body, and the water also content becomes higher. So Gabriel will help in the water cycles, because she helps in during your menstrual cycles and all that. Okay, that's why Archangel Gabriel works there. She's a feminine angel also, and we need to also work with Archangel Raphael, because he's whatever she has stored in her body, whatever her emotions have not got an outlet for, are coming up in the form of an arthritis.
Okay.
So she needs to channelize these two angels specifically during their before the Tuesday comes in, and then see over a period of time where they have, and she can do, if she was there for the angels, let her do the cord cutting with the disease. Do a cord cutting with the disease, rheumatoid arthritis. See that disease in front of you. Do a cord cutting. Tell the disease, whatever you have to teach me, it's over. And do a cord cutting from the hands, from your feet and everything. And do that regularly. Okay. And then let us know in 21 days, 40 days, what is the change? Definitely there will be a change. And when you're doing the cord cutting, invoke Archangel Gabriel and invoke Archangel Raphael to help you heal the emotions.
That's really interesting. You can do cord cutting with a disease as well, Doc? with
Okay.
any situation,
So,
right?
yeah, it's situation. So I just intuitively felt her, just do the cord cutting. I normally, whatever comes up, I say, but I never told anybody to do a cord cutting with disease, but it just came. So that's known as claircognizant. You know, you are just downloaded with the idea and you just speak out, you blurt out.
Okay. Okay. All right. Indraji is asking, can we do cord cutting from chakras as well for any problem?
No. Indrajit, you're very confused and you're confusing me also. I don't know what the problem is, and don't do cord cutting from the chakras. Okay. Now, when I talk about a disease, she will have to see the rheumatoid arthritis to which chakra it is connected. It is works there. So suppose the rheumatoid arthritis is connected to my third eye chakra. Suppose, is that what I see there? It's not what I do it right now here. Okay. So it is going to be different for different people. So I need to then take up Archangel Michael's sword and just do a cut from there. Do you understand? And then heal, put the green light of Archangel Raphael and heal it. Now, if I need the debris, I can call Saint Germain and say, I put the negativity there. So I'm cutting cord with that disease because rheumatoid arthritis is in front of me. So there will be one chakra or maybe 2-3 chakras to which it is connected. Got it? This, I hope I'm clear, Indrajit.
Fantastic. I hope, Indrajit, that helped. Doc, we're going to be closing soon. So I just want to highlight again. So all of these aspects that we've just been talking about, the chakra aspect, etc., all of this gets covered in the first level, which is the practitioner level, right?
The chakra aspect, means.
Yeah, meaning you in your course details, you mentioned that you talk about the realms of angels, you talk about how they are connected to the chakras, you talk about cord cutting, space clearing.
So when I talk about the chakras, it's a different chakra which I'm talking about, not the 7 chakras I'm talking about. Okay, so that's a different thing.
Okay, all right.
That's a different chakras. Yeah.
Could you tell us a little bit about which chakras you talk about in connection?
So basically, it is not it's your chakra, it's your connection to the chakras which we are going to do doing grounding, how to teach you grounding and all that. Okay. Just cleansing your chakras.
Okay.
It is not going to connect, have this cord cutting and all that. I may introduce it as a later part of it for the people to understand and all that. I may just do the healing part of it, how to heal, which I've again before also covered up. So it can be a repeat of that, or I can explain more about that. But when I'm talking about chakras, I mean to say, I will teach you how to cleanse your chakras, and because this is what you are going to also teach in your trainer level.
Okay.
But this is a separate course altogether for the chakras, and it's a huge course which we'll be announcing soon, which are all the 7 chakras. There are all the archangels, there are the feminine counterparts. It's a full 1-day course in itself.
Okay.
There's lots to cover. Diana Cooper has lots to cover.
All right. Doc Sujata is asking, can we do cord cutting for money blockages as well?
Yeah, basically cord cutting for money blockages. More than that, you have to see what is the reason that the blockage of the money coming in. Okay, a disease is something separate. Money blockage is not a cord cutting. It is something which, of course, I have created it. But what I mean to say is, where is the money? You need to go inward and find from where is the money blockage coming in, and then give energy or call in that angel to release the blockages. Don't do a cord cutting with the money blockage.
Okay, great. All right, so I'm just going to highlight again. Package 1 is the practitioner level course, which is just $5,555. That's $86 only. Package 2 is practitioner plus trainer. And that means you can train other people. You can charge them for training them to be practitioners. And that's 11,111 rupees. That's $172 only. Yeah. Package C has both package A and B, and it has angel card reading. All right. And that's 15,555. So this is the most holistic angel healing package, right, Doc? Because it makes you a practitioner, makes you a trainer, and makes you proficient at angel card reading. So, which is something you can charge separately, which you can do separately as well.
People charge 3,000, 4,000 for angel cards readings, minimum.
Wow. Oh, wow. All right, I'm tempted now. Okay. So that's 15,555, and that's only $241 for the entire program. So this is like a really like a Diwali pricing, Doc.
Right, Diwali
Massive
bonus.
gift. Massive gift. All right. And we have another call tomorrow. Details of that is going to be on Telegram, as well as our special WhatsApp group for all those people who took on the Angel workshop this past week. So
Thank you so much, all of you who joined the workshop.
so any questions again that we missed today, and I know that there are quite a few that we didn't have time to address on the call, Doc and her team are going to answer that. Ketaki, I'm going to request Doc to answer even your questions on the group, and we'll close here and wish you all the best for your sonography. I'm going to close here for now. Thank you so much, Doc. You've been super
you.
generous. Thank
I
you.
hope everybody has those angels protecting you today so she can go with the sonography with Archangel Michael's protection. Okay, and channelize Archangel Gabriel. Bye. See you. It was wonderful. Thank you, Ambrish. Thank you, Ruchida, for being there for me. Bye.
Thank you.
And thank you all of you because you were there, so I was here. Bye.
Thank you. Thanks. Bye-bye.
Bye, Manish.